The Smile is the project of Radiohead frontman Thom Yorke, Radiohead multi-instrumentalist and guitarist Jonny Greenwood, and Sons of Kemet drummer Tom Skinner. Today I'm taking a look at the band's 2024 album Walls Have Eyes. And stay tuned, because I've got a question for you towards the end of this video. And it's kind of embarrassing. Channeling elements of jazz, prog, and even electronic music, The Smile continues down a fascinating path, somewhat similar to the band that 2/3 of the band's members share, yet so distinctly different that there's almost no comparison. They take their name from a Ted Hughes poem, with Yorke noting it's more of a jeering smile, as in the guy who lies to you every day. A Light for Attracting Attention was released in 2022 and received quite the acclaim, but the vinyl pressings were upwards of $40 to $50 new, and while I loved what I heard from within, in particular the lead single, The Smoke, I just couldn't stomach the price, especially for a standard album. Then they presented us with Walls Have Eyes, not to be confused with Walls Have Ears, the bootleg Sonic Youth LP, which was just reissued as an official release. The Smile pick up where they left off. Walls Have Eyes has an undeniable groove and swagger that sets it apart from its elder cousin, Radiohead. Where Radiohead delved into a wilder, more feral darkness over the past several albums, pretty much anything dating back to Kid A, The Smile finds a welcome home in a similar darkness, but there's an edge of hope bursting through. The album opens with the title track, which right off the bat emphasizes the influence of Skinner's jazz background. Yorke's voice evokes a style more familiar with his solo work than Radiohead. Next is Teleharmonic, which slips into an echoey darkness. Close your eyes and you might get the sense of plunging into the upside down, or maybe into that kind of weird pitch black in limbo world Eleven kind of goes when she's in her sensory deprivation tanks. Here, again, there are hints of jazz, but there's also traces of electronic synth-like melodies. My personal favorite on the album is the third track, Read the Room. This is right up there with The Smoke as one of my favorites, and one of the key reasons I picked up this album and have given it quite a few spins already. The eerie keys, the bounce in the drums, Yorke's punchy, bouncy vocals. The prog traits surface full force in Under Our Pillows, with an angular guitar riff, a subtle but punchy bass line, and vocals that, and some might hate me for saying this, are more Muse-like than we've ever heard Thom Yorke. I can remember first hearing Muse back when they dropped their first single in the late 90s. I kept thinking, man, that guy sounds like Thom Yorke. Where on this one, it's kind of flipped a little. The Smile then steps back into ballad territory with Friend of a Friend. It's good. It has some catchy melodies and vocal stylings, but doesn't quite surface as a powerhouse track. Still, I love it, especially as it builds and fades towards the end. I Quit returns to form with more upbeat piano and percussion, but still mixes up with prog-like leanings that give it a surreal, otherworldly feel. Bending Hectic is the second track I'm fully obsessed with on this album. About 5 minutes in, that cascading, crescendoing noise that increases and increases until the power chord just hits you like a truck. The track chimes in at just over 8 minutes and is already taking the lead as the most played one on the album on Spotify. Finally, the album concludes on a softer note, a pleasant piano melody, haunting vocals from Yorke, and some eerie, swirling instrumentation that accompanies it. The song is called You Know Me, and it has an exclamation point at the end of it. And despite that emphasis, the track is quite subtle and makes for a perfect album closer, especially after Bending Hectic. We're 2 months into the year, and this is the only album from 2024 that I have purchased so far. I mean, that just seems ludicrous to me. Nothing else has really jumped out. As promised, here's my question for you. First, what do you think of Walls Have Eyes? Second, what other albums do you recommend from January and February of 2024? Let me know down in the comments. Next, take a look at my review of Slowdive's 2023 album Everything Is Alive, which Anthony Fantano of The Needle Drop absolutely hated, and hear why I think he is dead wrong on that one. As one YouTube commenter noted a while back, this dude is a damn nerd. I am Andy, this is the FensePost Vinyl channel, and I'll see you in the next video.